take questions about the game, please.
Phenomenal football game. Congratulations to UCF. Just an incredible group of young men that they have. It was a wonderful battle, back and forth. Two great football teams. And we expected that it would be a 60-minute battle, and it went just a little bit longer than that. So proud of our team. They showed the heart that they've had and displayed all year long. And we were down early, came back. Had so many emotional swings throughout that game. To come back at the end, we're down 14 points there in the fourth quarter, to be able to tie it up, to go into overtime. We had a couple missed opportunities, things that you can't have when you're playing a great team. And we turned the ball over a few times. We didn't score in the red zone. We had a couple missed kicks, different things that show up. That when you come down to a one-score game, it's tough. But I love our football team. I love the young men that are sitting in that room. They're hurting. It's a hard time whenever you put so much into a game and into a season, and to have it come up just a little short. But we've had a great season. We've had a great run to represent the West Division, to play a team that's to the quality and caliber of Central Florida. We're honored to be able to play in this game. I wish we'd have been able to make a couple more plays to end up on the right side of it. But it was a wonderful game to be a part of.
We'll take questions for Coach. Raise your hand, please. We'll get a microphone to you. Over here in front.
Hey, Coach, you mentioned the end of the game with all the turnaround there. The defense came up big towards the end of the first half there, and as much as both these teams are known more for offense, kind of speak to your success that the defense was having earlier in the game.
Yeah, the situations there towards the end of each half, really. We had some critical stops. We were able to get a couple takeaways. Those were big plays to allow us to put ourselves in good position. When you're down 14 in the fourth quarter, you got to make sure that you get some stops. And our defense came up big. We had a chance to move the ball there late. We got down in field goal range, and we had a critical penalty. Penalties hurt us today. That was something that I think we had 14 penalties, which we can't have, and it really showed up big in some critical times. And so, but your defense, we knew. You got the two top offenses in the country. That's what you saw today, and both did not disappoint in how they played, but both defenses came up with critical stops at critical moments, and it was an impressive battle. I'm proud of our guys. Defensively, we lost a couple safeties there. At the end of the first half, when John Cook and Josh Perry both went out, so we had to try to adapt and adjust a little bit there. But our guys, they played their hearts out, and I'm very proud of them.
Other questions? Raise your hand. Over here in front.
Coach, just talk about how the team was able to hold UCF to just 3 points in the fourth quarter. They didn't score their touchdown, but they scored their last touchdown at the end of the third quarter. But then you guys held them and then came back from that 2-touchdown deficit.
It's what this football team's done all year. They've responded when it was necessary. We went down. We had we missed an opportunity. We were in the red zone. Had a negative play that kind of put us in a long field goal range. We missed the field goal. They were able to go down and get points, and we knew we needed to stop. And our guys, they rose to the challenge. We were able to go down. We had the big touchdown run by Tony Pollard, and we got us to a one-score game. And those guys just keep playing, and it shows the heart, the character that they have. We push all year long for this opportunity, and man, we got a phenomenal group of young men, and that heart is what showed up. They're a resilient group, and they made a lot of good plays out there.
Mike, your safeties early, it seemed like had some trouble with their receivers, but late it seemed like there were a couple guys missing. Was it injury related? Was it performance related?
No, we had a couple injuries. Josh and John Cook both went down, so we had to we took another corner and put them in at safety, and there's some adjustment things that you have to do. That's a position that we are thin at. We have a bunch of freshmen that are playing there. But at the end of the day, our guys, they went out there and they continued to compete. We have two freshman corners. One of them that got thrown in at safety. You got Tito, who was a newcomer for us, and just to see all those guys out there, playing and giving everything they have for this football team was special for me to see. But it's like I said, that's a talented group we just played against.
You started the game really pounding the ball, running it. How did the offensive game plan change from the first game to this one, and how were you guys able to execute it so well?
Well, we knew we had to have some balance, and looking at stat sheet, I think we had the ball for 48 minutes or whatever. I don't know if that's right, but we had the time of possession. The play count we were able to keep limited for most of the game. Obviously, going to overtime, and they got a couple more snaps. But our guys, we knew we had to have balance. We couldn't get into a drop back game, because they have some talented pass rushers, and that showed up there late. But our guys, I was really proud of the O-line. That's a defense that's played extremely well all year long, and the only two real offenses that have been able to have success on them was South Florida with their great quarterback there last week, and what our guys did today, and it was great to see, but wish we had a couple more.
Other questions for Coach? We're also joined by quarterback Riley Ferguson.
Thoughts on the guy sitting next to you and the performance he had, and also on Anthony Miller, that last fourth and whatever conversion.
Incredible, two warriors. I mean, they are two of the best young men I've ever been around. The way they prepare during the week, you see a lot of great plays that are made on the field, but what they do, Sunday to Friday to prepare themselves to play at a high level, it's two fine young men, and as good of players as they are, the performances that they had, they're better people, and they're going to have extremely bright careers here when they're done being finished with this season. But they are going to be wonderful representatives of our program and what we stand for.
Mike, when you walked in, getting ready for this to start, you were looking at that stat sheet and you were shaking your head. Can you just even put into words the emotional roller coaster of this game, and so close to winning and then not, and just coming at the end of the season? You can see the emotion on Riley's face as well. Can you just talk about your emotions?
Yeah, I mean, if you're not emotional about that one, then you gotta check the pulse, because I mean, this football team is incredible, man. They put so much into it, and we knew. I mean, there was no secret. It was going to be a one possession game. This is going to be something we had to play really well for it to actually be that. And our guys they battled, and you see the swings. I mean, I think back, we didn't get off to the start that we wanted. We tried to be very aggressive today, and we were down 10, and then our guys responded. We ended up taking the lead into halftime, and then they had a great third quarter, and our guys responded once again. We got it into overtime, and at the end of the day, they were able to make one more play than we were, and wow, what a great game.